Well, kia ora team, and welcome back to PS5 console Stranded Alien Dawn. And here you join us with our plucky crew of survivors, Quinn, Rita, Talus, Lumir, and Kana on year 6, day 7 of their time on our planet of Mohawking thing. Um, it's springtime, and we're still building this enormous, great big box. We're getting there. It's got some roof. It's got some ceiling. I can dive inside. Woo! I can we can look upstairs. Oh, I did find something out. You can't use the attic space. So all my we could use this attic space. You could put all your storerooms in here. Nah, I won't let you do it. I tried it with a hole. Where's my hole? Where's my hole? My hole is over here. I made a hole thinking, oh, I'll put a hole and I'll put a ladder in. No, you see what it does? It kind of this whole space may seem to be empty, but it's actually not. It's actually music night, huh? It's actually part of the roof, so or part of the ceiling. So while it looks empty, sadly it is not. So sadly, I cannot use it for the purpose I originally thought, which means I'm gonna have to rethink my storage options when I get the interior of this place built and get a lot more wood. I've earmarked a lot of wood for chopping, but they seem to be making the carpet right about now. And once I've sorted out the interior space, then we'll need storage space, and then we can talk about what this space looks like in terms of power and also additional farm and stuff and thing as we previously discussed. So that's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame that that's the way that works, but there you go. That's the rules of the game, and obviously something. So probably because they can't figure out the colliding people's heads or something. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. I've earmarked this to be cordoned off, but they're not in a grand hurry to do that. I thought I'd also earmark this to be deconstructed because we don't need it now, which is fine. So you guys can deconstruct that, please. That would be good. Why is that platform not showing up as a deconstruct? Doesn't like it, because then you can save that wood for something else. Maybe fence? I don't know. Anyway, so spring has sprung. Spring has sprung, and we're short on supplies, which is fine, but we're not out of supplies. And when I say we're short on supplies, in here we have our food. We still got 97 grain, 197 dead bits of insect. We still have, we now have some glitter caps. We probably, well, I don't know if we can't pickle fruit. Oh, things are happening. Oh, things are happening. Let's put it on pause. We have lots of fruit. We have 605 animal fats, mainly because we keep getting them from raw insect meat before it goes off. So that's great. So we've got animal fats for cooking, which is awesome. And we got fancy little of anything else. In the food department, though, we do have 4 meat soups and 6 meat stews. And again, these people just eat and eat and eat. We got these crystals growing, which is fabulous. 21%. Yeah, okay. Good to see these things growing. We can actually get some technology on the go. We got all our buttermelons for the year. We got our grain cobs. We got this syrup stuff. Takes ages for these things to grow, like 2 years. Takes ages. We need more mushrooms because we also use them for healing balm, which reminds me over here, we need to no, it's craft. We need to go to craft. Craft. Healing balm. 2. We got 40. Let's do 4 and see how that goes. Yeah, so we got all our stuff growing in here. Grow, grow, grow. And we got some more buttermelon. And we're really focusing on food. We don't need cloth. We've got 443 bolts of cloth. So cloth for clothes, not a drama. This guy's still making poop for our fuel, and we seem to be fine. Somebody's off on an expedition right now, obviously. And otherwise, we're good. The heating's off. The power is full. We have the windows shut. In fact, this thing is juicing away. I wonder, could we switch anything off? Can you switch one of these off? How much do they make? Not a lot. You can turn it off. Getting into micromanaging balancing power. We have our sensor arrays around, and all of our weapons are now on sensor array. Over here is a broad one that this one's actually included in. I'll show you. The sensor array field goes quite high. So this one covers these two. We've got this one over here, which is just for that one, and we've got this one over here, which covers these two, which I put here. So we've repelled everything that's come along so far, and we've had some. The swarms are there's more of them. There's no new nasties. There's just more of them. So like a swarm is like 42 at a time, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know, that kind of thing. Research-wise, we're trying to get searchlights done, but Umir is one busy bee. What is he doing? What is his activities? Umir. Research is down as 1, so he must be running around crafting, assembling, tailoring. He's doing stuff, which is fine because all of that stuff needs to be done. Awaiting materials for making a pulse rifle. We need 10 alloys and 2 power cells. We have 10 alloys. We have 2 power cells, so I guess that's... Yep, he's getting the alloys. He's on his way to doing it now! Heaven forbid that I should stop. What's this? Small fir tree could cut down a bit. I didn't notice, but unlock small fir trees for wood. Alright. The hunting ground. Da, 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 da. Yes, well done. We needed red meat. Thank you very much. He's our best hunter. We're still 660 wood short. Maybe someone should get out there and cut some trees down. Who could do that, kinda? Direct orders. Cut down 10 trees. Go on, cut down some trees. Go on, go on. What are you doing, lazing about, eh? Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Right. So yeah. So look, I'd hope the box would be finished by now, but it simply isn't. But they are working on it, so we are working on it. Maybe next time. Nothing strange or startling happening. I'll see you in 7 days. Well, 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 Cura team, and welcome back. Well, we've finished the box. Here is the box. This is the box. I'm sorry you can see all the things inside. It's just the way the game works. So we have finished the box, and we obviously have come up with some ideas, which is why you can see that there's various bits and pieces around the box. So let's talk about some of those things first. Architecture and home planning not being my major strong suit. So we have one couple so far. I'll talk to you in a minute about that, and 3 individuals. So we only need 4 rooms. We don't need 5. If Quinn and Talith break up, then that's just somebody's going to be sleeping in the fridge. So yeah, so there's enough room for everybody. I haven't quite decided who's sleeping where yet, but it probably honestly doesn't matter. And in terms of storage, I want to store clothes in wardrobes, so I'm putting a whole bunch of wardrobes so I know where all the clothes are. And these will just be set up for the clothes. Everybody gets a comfy seat, and everybody will have a bed, and there's windows, and I've gone for ceiling lights this time. I had wall lights before, but I think I'm going to go with ceiling lights this time. We're going to have some storage shelves outside in the main room and a whole bunch of shelves here. This will be for other things. Electronic crafting goods, electronics, various other bits and pieces, all the rest of it. This will be the battery room. We now have 5 batteries. It turns out these things charge your batteries during a storm, which is awesome. So I'm going to move all the batteries in here. And they just line up back to back, I'm pretty sure. So that's fine. Hopefully 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one blocks the doorway a bit, which is ugly, but okay, doable. Let's move you. Let's see what this looks like. Yep, so that's okay. Not a problem. I don't want to move them all at once and cause an interruption in power supply. We've moved the heaters over, so everybody's room gets a heater, everybody gets a door, almost everybody gets a vent. Can't fit one in here. This is where the fridges and freezers are going to go. Lined up along the side. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and a walkway in the middle, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That allows for 6. I only have 5 at the minute, so that should be plenty. This is going to be the kitchen area, and I'm going to put the stove in here somewhere, probably right there. Um, I've already got the fermentation barrels and the what's it in here for the stove, and there's even room. I could even put another fridge in here and stuff. So uh, generous area for cook, and that's fine. Generous area for cook is fine. Um, and that's that. Storage of stuff outside is storage of stuff outside. Music area down here, going to be big picture window. Got the hand pan, got the didgeridoo, got the air conditioning, got the heating, got some storage which has just got random stuff in it as far as I can figure out. Well, that one's got nothing in it, and this one's also got nothing in it. It did have something in it. Well, I don't know. I'll have to set it as something. It's got randomly a bunch of stuff. Tools, medicines, weapons. I probably wouldn't keep medicines in it. They're better. Tools, weapons, not apparel. Let's just have it for weapons and tools, shall we? Why not? Come over here. Weapons and tools. There you go. That's those sorted. They're the weapons and tools chests, apparently. Um, yeah, and so what I'm going to do with the crafting tables out here is I'm going to make like an area here. So we're going to do I'm going to figure out an area around here, and these could be storage for stuff and things. And there's going to be like a crafting work area, and then a dining area, somewhere to dine. Lay the comfy chairs around this area for people to hang out, and they can have a little bit of space. And this is just an alleyway in and out. And then when this is all built, I'll be moving everybody's beds in, and I'll move all the gear in. And then after that, I will have a think about deconstructing this large building, not in its entirety, perhaps, because we need a storage area, and I'm not sure I know what that currently looks like. This thing probably needs to be moved now. I can't move it there because it's uneven ground, but we could probably put it there. There you go. That would be a good place for the expedition balloon to go to. Yeah, what I might do is I might keep this end of the building and make it a storage area and put all of the stockpile materials in a kind of a shed here, a long shed. Um, yeah, that's that. Moving on up, moving on up. And we finished this construction around here. We've got the grave over here. We've got room for a few more. And we deconstructed a few bits and pieces, and apparently not the gate. We can deconstruct the gate. Thank you. Um, yeah. So there you go. All go go tickety go. And isn't that that? Right. I will see you all again in another 7 days. Ta-ta for now. And we got energy crystals. So we do have energy crystals, and energy crystals did come out of this field. So something for the winter is some more technological research, things like looking at these force barriers and various other bits and pieces that we might look at. Um, we got maybe make some more concrete, and we'll look at concrete walls and things. I realize that I steered you wrong with the concrete research and the brick research. I didn't necessarily steer you wrong as much as perhaps, oh, the animals are coming. Um, the system kind of steers you wrong. I think they're coming from over here. That's right. So let's get everybody outside. But who's got good weaponry? We can get you up here. And tell us, you only have a spear. That's not good. Do we have no long distance weaponry? We have a pulse rifle, you great big turkey. Well, now will he get that first and then come up here? I certainly hope so. You have that, so you can definitely come up here. And you have that, so you can definitely come up here. And Rita, Rita. What are we going to do with Rita? I will put her there. Right, let's see what happens with that. Talus, are you going to go and get your weapon first? I hope you're equipping. You aren't. Okay, Talus. Let's undraft you, and let's be abundantly clear that I want you to go and get... Not that. I want you to go and get... that. Not equipping. Come on, usually you guys equip real quick. There you go. Right, Talus. I mean, I don't want to rush you or nothing. Right, Talus. Are you done? Sorry. Right, Talus. Thank you. You are armed. Excellent. Well, then I can get you to go there, please. Right. Oh, they breached the defenses! They breached our forward line! It's only the small ones. People are getting injured. Nobody's gonna die, I hope. Is that it? There you go. No problems. Some people need treatment. Yeah, so there you are. So that's the plan so far. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. Got lots of berries, got lots of grain, got lots of this, lots of that, lots of fruit, lots of fats, lots of things, lots of cooking going on. Meat stews, veggie stews. We'll probably put that on pause for now and carry on with the veggie stews. Yeah, that's it. I haven't looked at this thing, although I probably definitely should. So we need the orbital antenna, we need the orbital radio, and we need the landing spot. They need a CPU, two CPUs, and a power cell. So I don't think we have a power cell. We don't, and we need some CPUs. So it's this one. Right, we don't need that, but we do need that. What do we need? 25 silicon and 5. What does our silicon look like? We've got 65, so we can do 2 essentially. So let's do 2, and let's get that started. And probably need to go harvest some silicon. So somebody can go and do that. That would be great. I'm pretty sure somebody's set to harvest. And maybe that's something to grow next year, because I don't think there's any more naturally occurring silicon easily around here. We harvested it all, I think. So yeah, no naturally occurring silicon nearby. So we need to grow some, which is fine. We'll extend this area, and we'll grow some silicon. So we can maybe look to devoting. These are all food crops, not that. So you know, have a food crop area and a non-food crop area. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Two devices disconnected. I wonder why they're disconnected. Did something happen? Not sure which devices are disconnected. A freezer is disconnected. It's not disconnected as much as I turned it off. Is that what you mean? And what about... That says it's disconnected? Why would it be disconnected? Doesn't look disconnected. It says it's on. So I'm not sure why it would be disconnected. It says it's consuming. Not sure what that's about, honestly. Right, yes, because what we need to do is we need to build these things. And this, how big is this? It's that big, which is, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 7. So have we got enough concrete for a 7 by 7 floor? Because it must be concrete. So there's 7 by 7. Well, let's mark that. I think we're short. In which case, what I'll do is set this over to not that. We're going to bake ourselves some concrete. Um, 5. Well, let's see. How much do we need? Well, it doesn't say, but I think let's say we need. Let's just start with 50, and that gives us 5. So let's start with 10. Let's make it 20. Let's just say 20. And then that can get on working on that, and we'll build that pad while we're working on the CPU cores, because at some point we will need to build the orbital antenna, which looks like that, which is fine. We can certainly put that in here somewhere when we get the necessary gear, or yeah, no, we can put it there. Yeah, and then we'll start getting into whatever this orbital antenna, orbital radio landing thing is, right? Okay, see you in another 7 days. Ta-ta. Kura team, day 35. Right, things have moved on a little bit. My plan works. Da, 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 da. So there we go. I've got the solar panels up on the roof. You can do, now that this is a ceiling, you can do a ladder through, but it does a ladder like all the way up to the top. And I was just hanging in midair, which was bothering me, so I just built some timber around it to just make it look like it made sense for some strange reason. So anyway, so I put the panels up there, which is great. They're all functioning, no drama. That's cleared up a whole raft of ground, and I'm currently clearing the ground and moving some things around, as you probably see. I moved all the wind turbines over here, which is also great because they're now over there and we've still got plenty of room. So I think our power farm, which can be quite compact, is over here. And everything is working fine. There's some, I want to move some of the power poles around and sort out something that looks a little bit more organized, move some of these poles so that the electrical grid is a bit better organized, and that's kind of what's currently happening, what's currently in place. Why don't you build that and stop wasting time? And why don't you build that and stop wasting time? And then they can get on and do that. So this thing about this being unpowered, um, not connected to a power source, that's turned off. That's fine. Not connected to a power source. That's fine. Um, I don't know what the story is. I thought if I built that there, that would solve the problem. But this, I don't know how to connect it to a power source. I don't know what has gone wrong. Um, I was hoping that this would fix it because this is sitting in the house. So I'm not really sure why this is not on. It says, I think it's a glitch. It says it's on. It's it says it's not. It says it's off. Turn off. Waiting to be turned off. I'm gonna turn it back on again. Not connected to a power source. I don't know how it's not connected to a power source. That one is, and that one is, and that one's off. But that one's not, and that one's not. And I don't really know why. Um, I don't know what has caused that to happen. Um, it's a very strange position to be in, obviously, and a little bit worrying because it's full of stuff. And I don't want this stuff to go off. Um, so I'm not really sure. It says its storage is at 10 degrees C, which is obviously not its point. So let's turn that on and see if that's connected, because I might have to move stuff out of here and like move it and reconnect it or something. I don't know. It seems like a bit of a weird bug. I don't know why it's happened. Can you please turn? It's a freezer as well. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It seems very strange. Batteries is malfunctioned, which is fine. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. And this needs repaired. What are we waiting on? Waiting on metal alloys to repair it. Sure, scrap again. Grrg. Is someone actually going to turn this on? Who did I ask to turn it on? Rita. Where are you, Rita? There you are. Right. Let's. So this is marked for empty. No. So that's on and that's connected. That's not. Turn it off. Empty it. Let's put all that stuff in there and let's do that again and see whatever the heck is going on. Um, yeah, so we're working towards freeing up this great big space, and then I just need to sort out the power a little bit neater, perhaps around the place. I wanted to make this a little bit larger. I think it's housing, flooring, hay. It doesn't need to be that high. I think it's that one. So there, and possibly even there and there, and add a little bit of extra depth for that, and probably put a searchlight there or something, and give people somewhere to stand. Um, Probably even get rid of this thing, to be honest, once it's built. Um, yeah. So then what I'll look at is sorting this out. This will be the food crop side, and then this will be the non-food crop side, and we'll be laughing, and that'll be it. Tickety boo. And I've built this up here, which I'm going to put some more weaponry on when I've got some necessary bits and pieces for it, which currently don't have. The stockpile situation seems pretty chock-a-blocka, to be honest. But there you go. I mean, we have 401 brick. We have an awful lot of stuff. What we don't have is alloys. As you can see, we're making a lot of electricity, which is jolly, jolly good. People can keep going about their things. Yeah, so we're gonna need to sort out this freezer system, or sort out whatever's going on, and of course they are going to move it to the other one that's broken, and sort out. We're currently researching light mechs, woof, which is getting on a bit, but you know, and again, we need more alloys, need more alloys, need more alloys. So we need to figure out how to get people to get more scrap. I've salvaged as much stuff as I can from the last place. It's all fine. I just need to make sure that we move all that stuff around. So that's what I'm currently doing, just moving stuff. I've built this thing, got all the concrete, and then this just goes on the ground. We currently have one CPU core, which is, and no power cells, which is fine. We're now running up with people being idle, going into winter. People are being idle. I don't really know. Oh, does that also need stuff? So what I need to do is I need to send those people off to get some scrap. Where's the nearest scrap? There was some over the hill. Wasn't there? Over here? Was there some over here? There was. Go get that. Look at that. Go get that scrap. You people, you. And there's scrap there. Look, go get that. That's up that hill. You can go get that. You could even go get that. That's a lot. There you go. No need to be idle anymore. Wherever you are, go for a long old walk, and see how you get along with that. And we've been hunting. There was an animal migration through here, so I've just ruthlessly killed them all. Sorry. We needed the food, man. We needed the food. So we've now got some additional meat. We've got some additional berries. We've got some additional veggies. I'm feeling a little bit happier. Right. Let's see. What's the story with this thing? Can we move it? Let's move it. It's going to be clunky. Let's move it first and see what happens. And then after it's been moved, we'll see if it's powered. And if it's not, and then we'll try and move it back again and see what happens, because that's really peculiar that would be unpowered when nothing else is. So I'm not really sure I understand why it's doing that. Let's see. Come on, move the freezer. Right, there we go. Is this powered? It says it's turned off. Turn it on. Oh, of course you were wandering away, aren't you? Can I get someone to turn this on? Ah, come on, Amir. Let's pick up the room. You. Is it on now? Did someone turn it on? It's still not on. Oh, who's that going to bed? I'm here again. He's just not very good. Right. Just turn on the freezer, will you? Right. Marked for emptying. Okay. But if it's not marked for emptying, it's fine. So that is strange. So let's pause. Let's put this back on to move again. And let's... Ah! See, now there's an object in the way. Because this thing's in the way. Right. So deconstruct that. Who can deconstruct that for me? Where are you? You're sleeping. Deconstruct that. Thank you, Quinn. Right. Now then. Now let's see if we can move it. Right. It should fit there. Which case... Back to Quinn again. Move freezer. Go on. Move the freezer. Good lad. Right. Let's see. It's connected. Just some kind of bug. Just some kind of bug. So it's ready to go. Just some kind of weird bug. It doesn't matter. We don't need it on now anyway because we've got this one. Um, actually, I tell a lie because what we want to do is we want to empty that one because that's the one that's also not connected. So now that that one's connected, they can empty that. What a palaver, eh? Bugs, bugs, and more bugs. Anyway, there you go. That's day 35. We're into day 36. Right. Hopefully what will happen, pardon me, is we'll get some scrap. We'll sort out getting some alloys, because then we can sort out making some more CPU cores. How many do we need to build this stuff again? We need quite a bit. We need at least one, at least three. So let's go here. Let's do at least three. Because then what we're also going to need is we're going to need at least one of those. Right? Just one, isn't it? One for that. Yeah, so let's get somebody doing all of that now that we've got these things in place. And then we can start, where are these guys coming from? Over here? Where's over here? Okie dokery. Yeah, and then we'll get into this orbital stuff. Right. See you at 42. Oh, wrong one. Thank you, routine. Welcome back. Something's gone a bit awry. A bit awry. My sensors have all broken. I've had to. It says that the control circuit was deactivated. It hasn't been deactivated. And I've been around. They're all like that. All the control circuits are all exactly like that. They're all just like, it's broken. It's not working. It's not working. I mean, we've just had a What was that noise? Was that this guy here? We've just had an attack which we did manage to repel. So we had a problem with our batteries as well because it turns out that I thought that all of these were connected and they weren't connected. So they were spinning away like crazy, but I was not charging my batteries. So I drained all my batteries. So my batteries are on the way to coming back up again. Or should be. We're on minus 137. We did lose a... or I did get rid of a turbine because it wasn't connected. It looks like that is not enough juice, although it was nighttime, so the sun is coming up. See where we come up with the power, but we might need what's easier to build? What's easier to build? Wind turbine or solar panel? Produces 20, produces 40. That produces 40. So you can't just create racks and racks of these apparently, because you need to connect it to a power pole. Apparently, so what I could do is I could put a power pole there, just there, and I could build that, and then I could connect that, and because that power pole is connected to that power pole, which is connected to that power pole, which is connected to that power pole, that would charge the batteries. Woo-wee. Okay. I hope you're following so far. So we can get Quinn's just right there. Quinn, could you just do that for me, please? So we'll get Quinn to build that right away, and I'll show you what I mean. Right, see how that connected into everything, and you saw all those little webs attach? That means that that has successfully transitioned. So now when I build that in, you'll see that that powers that system, and that's all connected via this to over there and everything else and all the rest of it. Which is dandy-o. It needs resources first, so we'll let everybody get the resources together. There we go. Right, who's available to build this? You're probably available to build it. Right, so we are currently on minus 207, which is just not good enough, really. So we'll get Canada to build this. This is only going to add in another 40. And oh, do you know why that is as well? That's because with all of my sensor units down, these things are all on full power. They're on full drain. So I'm going to have to turn all of my defenses off until I can figure out what the juice is going on. I believe all of that is turned off. Uh, that is turned off. And that is turned off, so I need to turn that off. I need to turn this stuff off. If there's an attack, we'll just have to switch some. We'll just have to manually run around and switch some stuff on. Because I can't have these just draining my battery all the time. We don't have the juice for it, mister. Don't have the juice. So I have no idea what caused that to occur. Obviously, when I was shifting stuff around, I have um, I have disconnected the power supplies and various other bits and pieces. Um, the I can only imagine that that has somehow created some kind of a fault. So Quinn's going around switching everything off. We're now on to charge. So we're now back on charge. So we need to charge everything back up. So I don't know. It's a major inconvenience, and I'm going to have to deconstruct them and reconstruct them and try again. And I have no guarantees. I don't know. I don't know what I've done wrong. I don't know why these things are not connecting to a control circuit, even though the control circuit was active. Or at least I thought it was active. It was powered, it was switched on, and it was working. It didn't matter if I switched it off, if I moved it, if I changed circuit numbers. I tried everything I could think of, and I couldn't get it to work. So anyway, so there we are. Let's slow down time before we rush ahead of ourselves. So anyway, and our orphan's gone, died, old age. Oh, which is fine. We all had steak in his memory. He's over there. 249 raw red meat. That's excellent. That is excellent. That is. I think we were cooking some meat stew. We're loving him heartily by having some meat stew. There you go. So there you go. Pardon me. We've built this thing. So this is now built. You need at least 2 active orbital antennas as well. We've got some crystals on the go. On the go. But we're out of silicon now. We need to wait. We need to grow some silicon. So I need to line up some. Oh, look, a shooting star. I need to line up some. There's no silicon around here. By the way, I've been around. Rocks everywhere. Lots of things to mine. You really want to mine stuff. But this time of year, no silicon. There's some glow-in-the-dark mushrooms. Whatever they're called, can't remember the name. Glitter something. But no silicon. So this is what this area is going to be about, or was going to be about, was things like silicon plants, obviously, silicon plants and crystals, and we're getting low on cotton again. So we'll probably need cotton fields and bits and pieces. So I don't know what's going on with these sensors. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna I've I've deconstructed all of the old sensors that were all around here, the old sensor array. I'm gonna try and build a new one in and see what it does, because um, that's what I had before. I had the turrets before, and then I built the sensors in, and I just connected the circuits, and it worked. This is still working fine. Sorry, not that. That is still working fine. Currently, it's working because we're below 30%, and that's all good. So I'm stumped. I'm stumped, but we'll give it a go, and we'll see what happens. And then I'll get this area ready for planting, and then I'll see you day 49. Well, your routine. Well, the turrets are up and operating. I'll explain my nonsense in a minute. But look at this thing. Here's Rita on the go in her mech. So let's see what Rita does with this thing, huh? Go Rita, shooting some stuff. One to go. Well, there we go, eh? No Rita love. Don't leave it there, honey. It's just no Rita. Rita, get on the mech, love. Get on the mech, love. Thank you. Don't leave it in the field. And what I'll do is I'll select you, and you go and park it over here, which is where I had it. Thank you very much. They've destroyed my turret. Right. Let's get another one on the go, shall we? And these guys are all food. The big ones. I just take the big ones now, because the small ones just too many. 3 big lizards. So for all of you people who were shouting at the screen going, you numpkin. I know, I got it in the end. It twigged, okay? It dawned on me that, let's take this one's over here. So this is control circuit 5, and this is our searchlight, which is on control circuit 5, and this is our gun, which is on control circuit 5, and the control circuit has been deactivated. Of course it has. It's a motion sensor. It only activates when there's motion. Don't! So I went through all that nonsense. I'm like, what's going on here? And it took like an hour to go try working things out and taking things apart and putting things back together again and going, oh, I don't understand why it's not working. And it's just because I don't know what I'm doing. That's the short answer for that. So it's fixed. It's all fixed. It's fine. No dramas. I probably need to let Rita get out. If I could get out. There we go, Rita. Thank you very much. You can get out. So there we go. So we got a mech. It's the first of our mechs. It's a light mech. Seems pretty handy. They're a bit pricey to build. They're down here in defense. One powers 100 alloys. Oof. So yeah. Anyway, we have it. So we have one. We have a mech now, which is great. And we have this desk, and we are almost ready to build, I think. Yeah, we need some more alloys, but we need to build an orbital antenna. They're big, man. They are big, and I need at least 2. So I'm assuming they don't get attacked, he says. So I'm assuming I can put one out there, and when I get another one, I'll put another one somewhere else out here. I'm not sure it really matters. I might be able to put it in there. I can't build in here. The ground is too damaged by all this. So I've put my silicon fields, my cotton fields, and my crystal fields in where I've got the space around this. So this is essentially dead space. So I'm not doing anything with it at the minute. but I'm thinking about it. I mean, if I wanted to do anything, I'd have to make like a soil floor and make it a big flat space, and then what? I mean, is this the kind of thing we could make into a hydroponic farm? Maybe if we thought about it. Uses a lot of juice, possibly. Um, anyway, there we are. I guess what I'll do is it's pretty much the end of the year anyway, so we'll do the end of year recap. Oh my, how things have changed! Totally, totally, totally different base to the one we started the year with, right? We finally got this enormous, great big box built. We got all the home comforts in here. We've still got plenty of food. I was worried for a while, but I think we're okay. Yep, that's right, love. Everybody's good. Everything's good. We've got all the defenses up. We've now got automated searchlights. We've got multiple automated turrets. We've got more power than we know what to do with. We've got power on the roof, which is great, and space for more. Our batteries are, except for that one, fine. What's wrong with that one? Is that one just not charged? Oh, because that one malfunctioned, I think. So I think it's charging up, but it was one of the ones that had a malfunction. Um, yeah, and we've defended ourselves against many an attack. We've got the orbital drop point getting ready, and waiting for others to clear the site, and we're getting ready to start and try and build that. We've got the crystals on the go that we've got. We're getting silicon on the go for what we've got. We're looking ahead to the year ahead, and what that might look like. This now needs to go on to control circuit 7. Thank you. Yeah, and we've got this base. This is our base. This is the base that we have, and I think we're pretty happy with all of the 5 people. No more relationships. I thought Rita and Umir would have struck up something by now, but it seems like it's not quite worked out that way, which is, it is what it is. But there we are. No more survivors again this year. Some expeditions. We've done some expeditions for things, but they're all minor stuff. We haven't done any further exploration, and we haven't done any further hunting. But we are, I will say, we are running out of some of metal resources, so we're going to have to take to doing a lot more ore mining, um, because if we want to keep up our supply of alloys, and we're going to need to keep up our supply of alloys, then we are most definitely going to look at the amount of pests there are down there. 62. Then we're most definitely going to need to do some mining. That's what we're going to need to do. An awful lot of mining. They've killed this thing out there. Someone go out and get that? They've killed that one. I mean, I suppose we're going to get attacked if we go out there, aren't we? Is that the deal? Yeah, so there you go. So year ahead, well, I need to find out what the story is with these things. We need to make these drop stations. We need to find out what it looks like. And after that, really, I don't know what's left to do. I don't know what's left to do. I'll certainly have a look at. Watch out yourself, mate. There's some hungry critters out there. So if you got yourself some guns or something, you might have to do a runner. Yeah, I think it's just, more upgrading, mine some stuff, make some concrete, make some bigger fortifications, make a bigger base, um, find another survivor or whatever. I'm not really sure, and see how long we go. I don't. Is there any way to tell how long we have been here? Um, 6 years is all we have been here, and what age? Where was it? He's up there. Age 33. Really? Didn't he start out as age? He started out at age 27. Are we sure about that? Age 41. Are they aging, or is that the age that they are when they first arrived? I need to go back and check on that in my video, but um, they're not actually aging. Because in theory they could just go on and on forever, could they? Yeah. Anyway, I digress. I waffle. We did a lot this year. This was a lot. This was a lot to do to organize all this and put all this together, and it took quite a bit of time, and it took quite a little bit of brain power, and it took a little bit of effort. But you know, they're all there, and they're all happy, and everything's in here, and they've got this workspace, which is pretty good, and dining and everything else, and they hang out and they play the didgeridoo and the handpan and all the rest of it, and everyone's living a comfortable life as much as they can, and so far we're surviving. So I guess that's it for year 6. So year 7 is on the horizon, and I have no idea what it's going to take and what we're going to get from year 7. Drop a like, do subscribe, click the bell notification so you know when the next one is coming out, and I will see you all again real soon. Ta-ta for now. PlayStation